Andy, nice to see you again. You've got the MEI Summit coming up in just over a month's time. Just tell us a little bit about the events and how much you're looking forward to it.
Well, I am greatly looking forward to it. It has to be said, James. And thank you so much for hosting us. We are really, really pleased with the partnership, and we've been delighted with how the team's been working together. The event, the UK Event Summit, is designed really to help the UK event get back on its feet and put on events next year more safely, more securely, and more profitably with improved fan experiences. Last year we did it virtually. We had 300 people joining us. And because we were virtual and because we were geographically focused on the UK, it meant that the definition of an event would be broadened significantly. Traditionally, MEI works in the sports space, but because we're only looking at the UK, we can now invite festivals and gigs and air display shows and boat shows. So this, I'm really excited because it's the first time that we've brought those two quite dissonant worlds together. The festival, the music world, along with the sports world. They both share so much common ground in terms of safety and security, maximizing ticket sales, sponsorship sales, operational efficiencies. They've never really got together and shared best practice. So that's why I'm so excited about it.
Cool. I mean, we're still talking over Zoom now, but as we do slowly move out of this kind of COVID impacted world, how nice is it to do kind of face-to-face events in person now?
So nice. And people have been asking me, is there a hybrid element? I've been saying, absolutely not. We are representing the live events industry and we are doing it live. And if people can't be bothered, get on a train, and it has to be a train. We don't really want people driving or buses, and come up to Manchester and meet people face to face, shake hands, in following all the appropriate protocols, of course. Then we don't want to perpetuate virtual experience. We want to keep promoting how wonderful it is to meet and laugh and share and network. And those things you just can't do so well on Zoom.
Yeah. You've got some great speakers confirmed. Just tell us about who you've got from lots of different organisations, as you say.
Yeah, we have got some great speakers, and it's credit to them that they're prepared to give up their valuable time. I think what's important perhaps is just to stress to anyone who's bothered to listen, is that this is a collaborative event between MEI and the Women's Sports Alliance. So MEI is running a program throughout the day with 3 different options in each time slot, talking about event delivery, event security, maximizing revenues and fan engagement. At the same time, tangentially, the Women's Sports Alliance is running a program empowering women's sport and talking about the cheerleaders of women's sport and who are really driving that through. So there's one business focused and one sort of value focused event. And then in the evening, thanks to you guys, the Women's Sports Alliance are putting on their own awards, and Laura Wood will be producing or presenting their own Women in Sport awards. And the sort of awards that will be given will be Champion of the Year, Honourable Contribution of the Year, Moment of the Year, Athlete of the Year, Paralathlete of the Year, Coach of the Year, Inspiration of the Year, Squad of the Year, and Event of the Year, all within the context of women's sport. And then there's one Male Ally of the Year in that. So I'll be interested to hear who wins that. As far as their program, they've got the 100 Rugby League World Cup, the BOA, and the Women's Euros next year. So they've got a good range of speakers. Our speakers are much more focused on how to deliver events more profitably and more safely. Our main keynote, obviously, is Daniel, who is hosting us. But also we've got people like the CEO of the Commonwealth Games, Ian Reid, the CEO of the Rugby League World Cup, John Dutton, again, whose event was postponed until next year. We've got various CEOs from festivals, people like Chris Thompson from Shambhala, Sasha Lord is joining us, various other festival organisers, including the Cambridge Folk Festival, some of the other bigger festivals that are run throughout the year, Manchester International Festival as well. And they will be mixing with representatives from sports governing bodies who will be talking about their sporting events coming up next year. The big sporting events next year, Gymnastics World Cup as well, held in Liverpool, and the Blind Games as well, held in Birmingham. So altogether, it's all about celebrating live events, but maximising, the opportunities and the fan experience.
You mentioned working alongside the Women's Sport Alliance. How important is that kind of diversity, both in sports and also in events as well? Well,
that's kind of a loaded question coming from Lancashire County Cricket with all that's going on down in Yorkshire at the moment. The answer, of course, is massively important. And I think fans are recognising that sports and sporting heroes and entertainment heroes can be champions of value-led issues. And of course, diversity, whether it's gender diversity or cultural diversity or disabled diversity, is at the forefront. MEI has always championed this, and we feel particularly strongly, about the gender diversity thing, really because Dennis and I have daughters, so we definitely, we push that very, very hard. We've often been criticised for not having enough female panelists and presenters at our event. And it really is not for a lack of trying. We tried desperately hard to empower and upweight the ladies in the room. It's just really difficult to persuade them to come and speak. And there's less of them, of course. Hopefully, by working with the WSA, we've addressed that. And it's definitely allowed us to upweight our ladies and young women on the panels as the specialists in their field.
Cool. Just for obviously, it's a big event for you guys to plan and organise. Just talk us through that process, when it all started, and how much have you still got to do with just over a month to go?
We run 3 events a year, one of them in the UK and 2 of them overseas. So compared to our International Federation Summit, which is held in Switzerland, and our major event summit, which tends to be around the world and next year is likely to be in Qatar, this has been relatively straightforward. What makes it so much easier is having a wonderful partner as a host that we've felt we can work with and who have supported us with the marketing. We started, thinking about this in the late spring. It's very much a process. You think about the right themes and the right speakers, and they will then bring the event organisers who join us for free. But if they're joining us for free, then the other delegates, the suppliers, will then follow on because they'll obviously want to engage and see what opportunities there are. So it's a process that we've done many, many times before, and we've got MEI's got a great team who looks after speaker requirements. But it really comes down to the quality of the relationships that we have. And when you have good relationships, good credibility, it's easy to invite speakers. And then once you've got the content, then everything else tends to fall into place.
Just tell us a bit about why you chose Emirates Old Trafford as a venue, and how much you've kind of enjoyed working with the team here.
Well, actually, we've been working our way north And we started at the Olympic Stadium, home of West Ham. And then 2 years ago, when we were able to do this physically, we were at Villa Park. And then we obviously wanted to come to either Manchester and Liverpool. So that was our very much our focus. And we had some conversations with the Liverpool Arena. We had some conversations with Old Trafford, Manchester United Old Trafford, and also with Emirates. We just very much felt that there was a sympathetic ear and the openness to be partners and collaborators with you. And that's why we chose you. So, it was very much a good fit. I think we wanted somewhere in the Northwest to reflect all of the great work we've done with John Dutton, the Rugby League World Cup and the Northern Powerhouse. We knew we wanted to focus on festivals, and Manchester has always been incredibly strong within that area. And as soon as we had, Sacha Lord's endorsement and support, we knew that we would tap into that side of things. So it all just kind of fell into place. All we need now, and you can use this as a public shout out, is we need Andy Burnham to put it in his diary. We've been asking you, Andy, to come and join us. So please come and join us and join Daniel as a keynote and launch this thing for the good of your city.
And also how, in terms of Emirates Old Trafford, it's a unique venue in the sense of how, flexible it is, and how important is that flexibility, for big events like this?
Absolutely massively important. So we're being quite ambitious. We're not just running one day of content and panel after presentation after panel. We're effectively running 4 streams. So people who come to the event, they have the choice of 4 different presentations or different panels at any given time. And then everybody's coming back together for teas and coffees and lunches as part of the point. Now, the point has given us fantastic flexibility. We're not using its full 1,000-person capacity. We're actually splitting it into 3. So we've got 3 rooms with 300 capacity. And then we're using some of your breakout rooms as well. So the flexibility of that space has been brilliant, because we've needed to segment the different groups during the day, and then open up the space for the awards for us to move into that cabaret style for the evening. And obviously, that takes quite a quick turnaround. And again, I may be speaking before my turn, but hopefully everything will work well. There will certainly be a lot of pressure on everyone to turn it from the 3 theatre styles to 1 massive cabaret style within the space of about an hour. But I'm looking forward to how your team copes with that challenge.